All right, 97.7 Outlaw Radio FM listeners, you already know what time it is, and right here, right now, we actually have a legendary hip hop artist right here live on the line. This individual is actually been doing phenomenal things for multiple years. We got AK the Razorman of the Pimp Squad Click right here live on the line. How are you doing this evening?
Oh, what's that? What's happening, man? What's the word? Mr. Get Your Cut, all the way live from the website, HCL, man. I'm just kicking it.
I gotta say, man, that's the best way to be. I bet you that Atlanta weather is actually phenomenal as well, man. You can never go wrong with Atlanta, Georgia. I notice a lot of the celebrities, man, are making their way from Hollywood down to Atlanta. I noticed this day and age, Atlanta is the new Hollywood.
Yeah, it's becoming that so far. Speaking of that, I got a few films I'm just working on with indie film directors. Right now, Up in the Clouds, one of the films that I'm doing. The creative writer and also actor and producer. So we're about to put that now, about to put it out at Future Shot Film Festival. It's going to be pretty big on September 11th here in Atlanta. And we're going to just, let everybody enjoy themselves, when they watch it.
And I know you're a busy guy, AK, so I'm going to dive right into this, man. But I want to start things off in the early stages where you actually met your good friend and fellow artist, Mac Boney, in elementary school, where you guys actually formed a hip-hop group. I was wondering, for the listeners that might not know this actually about you guys, I was wondering if you can actually just tell our listeners a story behind that group. And, of course, where can we actually find some of the earlier recordings that group put together?
Okay, how can I start here? Right fast, pretty much me and Matt Boney met each other fifth grade. We started doing talent shows from fifth grade, and that's when, we were just playing around. By seventh grade, we got a little bit more serious. Did another talent show for when I was in the band. The band instructor had, started this program where everyone in the band could actually bring someone on and do a live show with whoever their friends are. So I picked Mike Boney, that was my partner, still my partner to this day for life. And everybody loved the show. So we had a song called The Hangout. We was, some cool kids. So make a long story short, I just started pursuing the rap career a little more serious and put together like just a demo, just working on a demo, not really having a direction. I would hear on the radio about auditions to do showcasing, so I would, jump on showcases. Of course, brought my partner Matt Boney, and from that point, that's when I met Tip. Well, as y'all know, was the king of the South. You know what I'm saying? At the time, when I met Tip, pretty much, I didn't really think, at the time that little light skinned niggas could rap. I'm like, oh shit. So he showed me something different, and he showed us all something different. Pretty much, I'll make a long story short, took us to New York, and the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? But that's just a little backstory on how, that all came about. But as far as what you had asked me.
Oh, just about like how the earlier group and how you guys got started and whatnot. Because I do know that you yourself and Mac go way back to like we spoke about elementary.
Yeah, way back fifth grade. So yeah, like I was saying, by the time we met Phil, he put us on to the business of rap, because we pretty much was just pursuing it like it was just a passion. You know what I'm saying? There was nobody that influenced us to do it, and because coming from where we come from, we had different type of rap that wasn't the rap we were trying to do. So it was new. It was, even though everybody was on the corner doing it, but nobody was rapping about it at that time. So nobody really wanted to play none of that music either. So we went through a challenge, trying to get all this stuff going. But as far as once we met Tip, there was a major struggle. So what we had to do was what happened was Tip, once he got blessed to get that deal, while we was in the trap, we pretty much just had to stay grounded on what we was doing as a group. me and Matt Boney, in Big Country, and so while Tip was working on his deal, we had to work on our deal as far as a group. So, of course, Tip couldn't focus on both. He had way too many mountains to climb just on his own, situation. So we pretty much just had ourselves prepared to win. We helped him, while he climbing that mountain. At the same time, we had to prepare ourselves. So we just wrote songs. We just maybe had about 50 to 100 songs ready. And we picked the ones that we liked the most. Put it on a mixtape that we call Pimp Squad Click, Part 1. In the Streets, Part 1. At the time, nobody was doing mixtapes. We kind of learned about the mixtape from who y'all know as 50 Cent right now. And he was the only one that was doing mixtapes. So, and as far as in the South that we seen, so we just took it upon ourselves, to copy the style, in our own way, and put our people on, that was part of Pimp Squad Entertainment before it became Grand Hustle. So by the time, basically, it became Grand Hustle through Jason Jeter. He pretty much solidified that name. Grand Hustle, because he was Pimp Squad Entertainment before Jay Jeter. So once the team came together, that's when Tip was able to launch his career, and with pursuit of creating a platform for not just us but the whole South. Anyone who's talented to be on Grand Hustle, and so we pretty much, me and Matt Bonner, we just stayed grounded through it all. Like when we came with Glocks and Plans was done at our first studio in Grand Hustle on Peter Street, on Walker Street in Atlanta. And we pretty much, knocked it out the park with that Glocks and Plans mixtape. And from that point, we just on a lot of mixtapes, man. I know y'all familiar with DJ Drama. We pretty much, started bringing out, top of the line DJs, top of the line producers, DJ Tune. I mean, we just had people that were passionate about it. It wasn't about getting rich or, it was really just the love, and that's what all bonded us together. You know what I'm saying? So, coming out the street, you know what I'm saying? Make a long story short, man, we did that 25 to life. We did that with Atlantic, Grand Hustle Atlantic. And we inked that deal around 2005 and dropped that album 2005, was it September 2005, around that time? So coming up, about 17 years, right?
About that, yeah, 17 years.
Yeah, so we dropped that CeeLo Green, Young Jeezy, a couple names to be exact that was on there. And that pretty much what stamped us up in there. You know what I'm saying? But it get real tricky after that. Then you start talking about rap business on, what happened with Pimp Squad. You know what I'm saying? So what I did was, once I got what I did, I took a hiatus for a moment. You know what I'm saying? Once I seen, how the rap business is, I had to pretty much dissect that shit, man, and let it resonate, and and figure out where I'm gonna take this from now. People all, in Atlanta, they all give me respect. Everybody let me know that, AK, you're a legend, dog. Like the trap, y'all started the trap. You cut back Big Country, Matt Boney, C-Rod. You know what I'm saying? And they let me know so much, man, that I just feel like it's like a responsibility to continue. You know what I'm saying? While of course I'm alive and well, so I had to pretty much just get back into myself, because I was out of body, out of self during my hiatus. and just looking at my life from a different angle. You know what I'm saying? And so now I come back with Bounce Back Zone. You know, that's my single. I released that during the pandemic. You know, when everybody running around buying toilet paper and shit. You know, I went and put that out to let everybody know we all need to be in a bounce back zone. You know, so when 2022 hit, y'all not still looking around crazy and depending on shit. You know what I'm saying? Besides God. So that's the single that's out right now. I got the video for it. Dictator Records, pretty much. The label that right now I'm representing with my partner So Classic, and I'm actually looking for young artists, you know, and I'm pretty much into any type of music, you know what I'm saying? So I'm just open minded right now, but mostly either R&B or trap, you know, because that's what we like. I also got another single called Say Less with my partner Windsor Jones. Windsor, he's out here doing some things with 411 Pain. He's doing all the jingles and you know, but that's my bro from out here, so I put him on with me. But I'm just that type of guy, man. You know what I'm saying? Just like when I did a song with Lyric that's out right now called Pure. Lyric is from Connecticut, producer, artist, and he's the one who actually told me about this show. That's why I'm talking to you right now. So he actually did a song called Pure. I did a song with him called Pure. And we about to perform that at Rolling Loud coming up, I believe, September 24th with A$AP Rocky in there. So that's what's new right now as far as to come. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I came a long way. Started rapping ever since what, like, I'm gonna tell my age. I've been rapping since Biggie Small was around. Was actually breathing the air. Y'all breathe. You know?
And also,
how long?
And also as well, just going back in time there a little bit. In 2006, the Pimp Squad clique, NTI actually had the opportunity to do a little bit of work with Rockefeller Records, where you guys were actually featured on Foxy Brown's The Fever Sampler. I was wondering, from what you can recall, can you break down that collaboration for our listeners? And of course, what was it like just working alongside Foxy?
Oh, well, see, I didn't put any of that together, and nor was I there when they did. And so if somebody samples something, you know what I'm saying, like, you gotta let me check that out, man. So you need to send me the link. Let me check that out. You might be talking about a remix, like, that was already, you know, they just made their own remix.
What I'll do actually is after the interview, I'll shoot you the Discogs link. That way you can actually check it out.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, anything that you hear somebody, duplicating from PI or Pimp Click, you know, that's what's gonna happen. But I would just let me know so that everybody get their fair share. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm Mr. Get Your Cut. If you don't know, AK the Razorman, Mr. Get Your Cut. So that's what I'm all about, you know what I'm saying, making sure that everybody get what they're supposed to be getting. I don't rip people off. That's why I'm still alive out here, you know what I'm saying? Because even though in Atlanta, it's the city of the scammers, but a lot of people like myself doing good business out here still, you know what I'm saying? So I didn't want to put that out there, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, man, I'm doing features out here. I'm just staying open for just new work, you know, even and just breaking the barrier, the age barrier, you know. I think that's what I intend to do, like, by continuing to keep pushing. You know what I'm saying?
And also as well, with it being 2022 currently today, looking back into the early 2000s, because I know you mentioned that yourself and T.I., you guys were like the foundation of what trap music actually is. I was wondering, yourself as an artist that contributed so much to the very beginnings of that subgenre of hip-hop, I have to ask, like, are you actually satisfied with what it actually what it actually is today. Because if you go back and listen, listen to what you guys did versus today, there's a very drastic change. Just 22 some odd years later.
Yeah, I see what you're saying. Basically, I like the music that's out. All the new rappers. You know, uh, I like the direction that everybody's taking. You know what I'm saying, with the new creative styles. But that's what it's all about. You know what I'm saying? Because like when we came on, like we come from a different time. You feel me? Like where it wasn't even cool to talk about selling drugs or using drugs publicly on record. You know what I'm saying? So to even say that you had some drugs or a gun on you, it was you was looked at sideways. So we come from that time where you get your music banned. Your music would be banned. You feel me? Like, and that's what we were shooting for. We were shooting to get our shit banned, and the streets just ate it up. You feel me? So, but as far as right now, everybody's free to do whatever. They can say what the fuck they want to say. You know what I'm saying? There's no barriers, and this is the aging or this the era of information. So there's nothing that's really hidden no more. You know what I'm saying? Like we come from the underground. There is like, what's the underground now? You see what I'm saying? The underground is what? The internet, and the internet is worldwide. So coming from those kind of barriers and restrictions, we were forced to do it the way we did it, and we were those type. Like I tell folks, we were them guys. We already knew we was them guys. You know what I'm saying? We just had to figure out how we gonna, stare to the world and break those barriers. And while I'm still alive, that's what I'm still doing. Still breaking barriers. So like my next barrier is the age barrier, where it doesn't matter how old you are to rap. Music is always in you. It doesn't go away unless somebody else wrote it for you. You see what I'm saying? Unless that was never you. You was mimicking somebody the whole time. Eventually, the truth gonna come out. But if that's who you are, if it's in you, it's not going anywhere. Even when you leave this planet, when you're done, it's you in your energy. So your energy is going somewhere else where going to bring more music somewhere else. So that's my soul. My soul is music. I didn't sell my soul. People say you sell it. Never Tip didn't sell his soul. Nobody sold their soul. Everybody's passionate about what they do. And so many people resonate. Where we come from. What I'm saying? Being black people from the South, they resonate how we came. You know what I'm saying?
And also as well, I also do know that you guys did some phenomenal work with Paul Wall and the Grip Boys on the 2005 album On the Grind on the song Hole Up. I was wondering if you could actually just tell us a bit more about that, and of course, what was it like just actually being able to work alongside not only Paul Wall, but also the legendary Grip Boys as well?
Oh, Paul Wall, yeah, that's my player partner back in the day. Yeah, he cool, man. He's a good dude. It just felt like just doing business with another boss. Just another day at work. Just meet up at the trap and figure out. What I'm saying? How we gonna chop it up and bag it up. You know what I'm saying? It was pretty much like that. It was just, he told us his perspective, where he's coming from Texas, and what he's trying to do in the rap game and bring to the culture. You know what I'm saying? So he let us know, thoroughly, how what's his movement is about and what he politicking. So I fuss with, man, Paul Wall is that guy, man. So I felt like, the work with him is just another element. You know what I'm saying? He looked white, but that's a real ass nigga. That shit crazy. So it was one of them experiences like, wow, cool ass nigga, that's a white boy. Like, so let me meet new people that are excellent. You feel me? So the music business, one thing about, once this rap shit finally happened for me, like I got to meet a lot of good people. A lot of interesting, good people, that I probably never would have met if I didn't have this talent, you know what I'm saying? So, it was epic, dog. You know what I mean? It was epic, dog.
And I gotta say as well, you can never go wrong with Paul Wall, man. Such a diverse artist as well, man. Like you said, he might look white, but that boy can spit. That's all I'm gonna say. He can definitely spit a phenomenal verse.
Right. That he did his thing, man. He had that sauce, and he had that swag, and even to this day, like you can bump that Paul Wall. That sideways, that's my favorite song. And it's actually a song with the song that he did with me and Matt Bone is called D Nigga Be Killing Me, featuring T.I. And actually Pimp did the beat. We was in the studio on Walker Street, and Tip he got in his own like he usually do. He was on that perk, that strong perk, like that real perk. This thing came imported from Cali. And he just started working on some shit, man. He came up with a little melody like dan 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 dan, and we put that thing together, man, and Saute Souffle that thing, and me and Matt Bonner, of course, we was almost like studio raps at that time because we gave everything up for the rap shit, and we were listening like, man, this shit cold, man. We came up with something in about 45 minutes to drop this shit. And let Paul Wall hear. He like, oh shit. The next day he had his shit on there like, oh man, we listened to the song like, oh man, this shit hard. So, yeah, man. When I still go back and listen and just vibe out, man. Just what they call had one of those nostalgia moments. Like, wow, we did that.
And also as well, going back to what you said at the very beginning of the interview, how like you're currently working on a movie that's actually set to come out. I know you probably can't release too much information because it isn't dropped to the general public, of course. But I have to ask, what originally made you transition into actually the acting aspect of the entertainment industry? And of course, from what you're allowed to speak about, can you tell us a bit more about this up-and-coming film and what can our listeners expect from it?
Okay, well, what got me into acting? I always been an actor. Like when I was 21, I started taking an acting class, and I guess I didn't stay on it because Tip ended up taking off with Ghetto Vision and with the I'm Serious album, and he's like, look, y'all, it's a park road. Y'all either gonna take this ride with me and y'all do y'all thing, or you gonna do something else in life. You know what I'm saying? So, of course, I'm like, what? Say less. And I jumped on that wave, man, and did my service. So, as far as acting, I decided, like, to do it later. I felt like what music might be, allow people to get to grow with me and learn me, and then I can just fall into some acting roles through that. Like I was seeing at the time with Tupac and Ice Cube, and then Snoop Dogg. You know what I'm saying? I kind of wanted to take that route like that. But I always had a passion, since my early 20s to act. So I just chose music because music was more real life. Like I could just tell the dialogue of my day to day, trying to remember the lines, or other people's lines. So, but as far as this new film, Up in the Clouds, it's mostly about a promoter. It's actually a photographer who's trying to be a club promoter, and he's going through pretty much all of these shortcomings, trying to be the. So it just shows the struggle of this photographer, trying to be a promoter, and everyone accepting that knows him as a photographer, and trying to accept that that he's trying to promote big shows, but he's going about it the wrong way because he doesn't have any money. Yeah, it's a real comedy. I'm in it as his friend who has ADHD, schizophrenic, and he's suffering from bipolarism. And when he doesn't take his medicine, he becomes another character, of course, which is called Cream. His name is Kareem Anderson, but when he doesn't take his medicine, his name is Cream. When he becomes Cream, then he wilds out. He becomes this obnoxious, over the top. Think he's a pimp, iced out. Think he's the biggest hustler. Think he's the hottest. He's pretty much like any rap ego. Any big rap ego. That's what he feels like on his normal day. And so it just shows them, trying to shoot a film together, and they're just bumping heads as they live their stoner life. It's a stoner movie. So they're pretty much just a bunch of potheads trying to go global, So it's a real fun comedy. We're actually still working on the twerk in the works. We're about to put the first. We got two parts. We're gonna put the first and second part together, but we're gonna let it be shown on the film festival coming out September 23rd or 11th. Actually, 9/11. 9/11.
And also, I have to...
I'm sorry.
Oh, no, my apologies. Go ahead.
Yeah, I was just going to say I got some other hood films that's out. One called Ma Dukes, and another one, what's that genre I was on? Oh, Ma Dukes. I can't talk about the other one. Ma Dukes. That's the one that's out right now. Supposed to be on Tubi. Yeah.
And I have to
That's
ask,
it.
What is next for yourself? Because I do know you actually just said you're in Mom Dukes, and of course you have a new movie coming out that's actually coming to the film festival. But aside from that, what's next for yourself, AZ the Razorman? Is there anything we actually missed during tonight's interview? Anything else you still want to talk about or promote? Well, we still got the legendary AK live in full effect.
Yeah, Dictator Records. I want to make sure y'all go follow Dictator Records on Instagram and Facebook. That is my new label that I'm representing. But we're looking for artists. We're just looking for flame. We're looking for the next thing, to continue breaking barriers right now. So that's what I'm on, Dictator Records, as far as AK the Razorman. Hood films, you're doing a whole lot of hood films. I got a film that I wrote, and I'm just gonna just continue to do visuals, pretty much. Just do a lot of visuals coming soon. Just telling stories and laughing it out. Some gonna be drama scenes with some comedy, and just pretty much just telling real life on visuals, like we do on albums. That's what's next for AK Razorman.
And also, this is the time to interview quickly, AK, that I give a chance for the individual that does slide into the radio station airwaves. Just a chance to give, shout-outs to whomever they want to give shout-outs to. But most of all, man, your social media handles. That way our listeners can follow you and stay updated on everything you got going on if they're not already doing so.
Yeah, first and foremost, y'all go to AKTHA Razorman on Instagram, Facebook, Twitter. I'm on Twitter. I'm the Razorman. But also, go on YouTube. Just look up AK the Razorman. You'll be able to check out my whole catalog. Right now, I got the single Bounce Back Zone that's out. That I'm working is going. Y'all run my numbers up. Y'all just go to my YouTube. Just let it be. Let it go in smoke. And shout out to Lyric, my guy Lyric out there in Connecticut. We finna rock Rolling Loud in Queens, New York, coming up September 24th. Uh, man, I ain't really got too many shout outs right now. You know what I'm saying? Off the top of my head, man, because I want to just think about the people I work with right now. You know.
And I gotta say,
I gotta also shout out Lingo. Lingo, that's my one of my artists. Lingo, Cold Hearted Youngin. That's another one. Yeah, man, just keeping it pimping, man. Westside ATL, Zone 1, Fulton Industrial, to be exact, over here, Six Flat Drive. I be kicking it. Yeah, man. Y'all need to pull up on me. Anybody, everybody. Thank you. Anyone who want to support, everybody who's been supporting Pimp Squad Click, I also want to thank you. You know what I'm saying? For all the support, all the love. I appreciate that love. And right now, I think the check just came in the mail. I appreciate y'all for allowing the check to come in the mail with their Pimp Squad money. Thank you so much. You know what I'm saying? Y'all keeping me from doing wrong. You know what I'm saying? And making me a better person. So I'm just looking at ways to give back. That's another thing that I want to do with AK the Razorman. I just want to every Christmas, me and Sir Classic with Dictator Records, we go out and we give food, cooked food to the homeless people. Just people walking by. We set everything up with the table and the tent. And, we have some young ladies put their gloves on, and we have all different types of food, you know what I'm saying? Collard greens, stuffing, mashed potatoes, chicken, turkey. You know what I'm saying? We got ham. Some people donate hams and even ducks and hens, all types of food, you know what I'm saying? And we just feed whoever walking by till the food gone. And I want to continue doing that and do it in a bigger way. So that's also coming in the works. So I appreciate everybody. I appreciate you for having me on too, man. Keep it pimping, man.
Hey, man, you are most certainly welcome. It was definitely an honor to chop it up with the legendary AK the Razorman right here on 97.7 FM. I gotta say again, thank you so much for your time, man, and hopefully down the line we can make this happen again sometime soon. But for now, definitely have yourself a phenomenal Tuesday night. I'm quite sure we definitely shall talk again quite soon.
Yes, sir. You already know. You're thirsty. And I'm gonna just y'all stay tuned. Like I say, go to my IG right now. I'm on it. I'm always on it. I go to sleep with the phone on IG. I promise you. I'm addicted. AKTHA Razorman. AK the Razorman. For anybody who don't know how I spell.
Hey, I gotta say,
y'all, man, for
Instagram
real,
definitely is pretty addicting. But definitely, AK, thank you so much.
Canada, I want to shout out everybody in Canada. Y'all in Ontario, right?
Prescott, Ontario, yeah.
Oh, Prescott, Ontario. Man, shout out to y'all out there. You understand? Thank y'all for supporting me out that way. I want to come out there. Anybody who supports me, I want to come out there and shake y'all hand. I want to meet everybody, man. I want to feel the energy over there. You know what I'm saying? And give y'all some of the ATL energy. You know what I'm saying?
Definitely, man. Whenever you're ready, we'll definitely try our best to actually get you out here to Canada, man. It'll definitely be an honor to see a legendary member of the Pimp Squad Click live in full effect, and I'm pretty sure I can speak for every other Canadian that they'll definitely enjoy that concert as well.
Absolutely. So we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it happen, Captain.
Hey, it definitely sounds like a plan, AK. Thank you so much, man. We definitely shall talk soon.
Yes, sir. I'm gone.